Passport Bros is getting hate again, and it's not always from women. And of course, what they like to do is to see everything that Passport Bros are doing to come back and then, you know, try to expose them like, aha, I told you guys were lame, right? And there's a particular Passport Bro I want to use for an example, Mr. Austin Holloman. Now, he's from Texas, but currently right now living in Brazil. He goes, I believe, between Brazil, Colombia. He is also in Thailand. And he was talking about his experiences dating women overseas. And as we know, nobody doesn't believe that you can deal with a woman in a foreign land and she's not cheating on you or you're not cheating on her. It's just something that we understand. If I'm living in Uganda and you live in Nigeria and I'm not there and you're not here, it would make sense that you have somebody there and I could possibly have somebody here. That's humanity, right? We have needs. However, this guy wants to make Austin Holloman look bad in Passport Bros because Austin Holloman is gonna admit something here that's very controversial. But let's get into the video.
To know that you need to quit trusting women so much. I have a chick in Colombia, and I have a chick in every country I've been to now. I got a chick in Colombia. We keep in touch, but we don't talk every day. I know she's messing around with other dudes, whether she wants to admit to it or not, and I also don't care. But some of y'all are putting so much trust and you're getting your heart broke because you think a motherfucker in another country ain't fucking while you gone. And I'm sorry to say that may be true that sometimes. I've had one chick I felt like in Brazil, she wasn't doing nothing. I still always kept in the back of my mind that there's a chance. And if you don't keep in the back of your mind that there's a chance, when you find out, you're gonna end up wanting to hurt yourself. I stopped trusting women so much, I don't care what continent they're on, it's not just US women. And another thing that...
See, the Passport Bros finally admit to what I've been saying. When you're not there, Fabio, that she grew up with, will be blowing her back out. Like I said, I told y'all that. Fabio, that she grew up with, will be there blowing her back out. And Maria will be screaming his name. And then when you come into town, she will put on this act, you know, just to get by the time that you're there. And that's that. So these men, they go around calling American women 304s and all these weird names to go date foreign 304s that use them for their money. So much so that you have to send a disclaimer out because you know a lot of Passport Bros, they simp. And so they're going to go into that situation and just be throwing their all to these women. Oh my God, I love you so much, Maria, right? And then when they get their heart broken, they don't know what to do with themselves, right? And this is a sad reality that even one of the mainstays in the Passport Bro community can admit to that. And so I'm just here to give y'all the facts, family. You know, I was a child of issue. I just give y'all the facts. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But it doesn't change the fact that it's true. And this just proves my point. These foreign women are only loyal to a certain extent a lot of the times. Like, you got to really luck up and find a good one, because if not, and y'all, it's like the lottery. Like, y'all think y'all going to win the lottery pick. So out of all the men that this stuff happens to, you are going to be the one that it doesn't. Come on, man. Like, come back to reality. I know y'all want to live in this Neptunian reality, fairy tale land, and it's just not like that. Come back down to earth and come to terms with what's really going on.
So he makes some interesting points. And the point that, hey, listen, you're leaving what you consider American women and going over to the foreign women that are gonna cheat on you and then when you leave, a guy named Fabio is there. Let me just say this, for a lot of these particular guys that y'all are saying are lame, remember, in America, they couldn't even participate. So it doesn't even matter if they go overseas and get cheated on. Because remember, American women don't want them. American women are not interested in them anyway. So let's just say, for example, that they're going over there and when they leave, somebody else is getting the cooch for free. Okay? That's just what we know about people cheating in general. How many married women in the United States, all right, are having some guy who's paying the rent, who's paying the bills. And right there in America, your actual wife is letting somebody else get it for free. Hell, if I'm in Houston and a woman's in Dallas and I don't see her every day, in the same domestic United States, if I'm in Sacramento and she's in Nashville, what do you think's gonna happen? Think she's gonna turn down a guy to not deal with me and I'm not there? I've been there for a year. Just right there in the United States. It could even be Oakland and Sacramento. And that's close. Bruh, people cheat everywhere. You're acting like as if women in America won't do the same thing. The difference is, at least if they're gonna treat, they at least still treat you better when you're there. That's what dudes are dealing with. Look, we know women cheat. We're gonna have the red pill about this, man. As long as you're dealing in the dating market anywhere in the world, you're gonna get hit. Just like boxing. When you get in the boxing ring, you're gonna get hit, all right? If you've been married for a woman for 30 years, and how many women have been faithful for 30 years? We would all cry. People would be in tears if you really knew what your wife was doing and you thought she never did nothing, or what your husband was doing. You'd be in tears. You couldn't even stop crying, all right? So this whole idea that, American women don't cheat, right there, even in the same city, you're ridiculous. Every guy that's coming to a foreign place with money is gonna pay a higher price than what a local guy's gonna pay. Every older guy in America that's dealing with a younger woman, I don't care where you are, if you're an older guy in Nigeria, you're an older guy in Uganda, you're an older guy in Poland, you have a lot of money, you're gonna pay a higher price than what a guy typically pays. That's what happens all the time. I tell you guys all the time. Find out what your girlfriend is really worth by the next guy she deals with, and you find out about it. You'll find out what she's really worth on the market, what a guy really has to do. Yes, you can have chicks you're dealing with and she'll go back and deal with a guy who don't have nothing. That's absolutely true. But I'm gonna tell you this, that can happen right in America. And to be honest, if you really want to know the red pill, a lot of guys don't care. I care about how you treat me when I interact with you. Because, wanna know why? Here's another thing. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. If you wanna be real, let's just get it out there. Let's tell the truth. Let's shame the devil. You're out there doing what you're doing behind the scenes, and you think guys ain't doing it either? You think a dude living in St. Louis ain't got something on the side and his wife live in Detroit? Yeah, we're doing it too. The red pill thing about it is like, okay, if I catch you doing it, at least don't let me catch you. At least get away with it. At least don't throw it in my face. At least don't try to dehumanize me, because we know that men and women ain't faithful like that. We just gonna be real. And if you really want to be faithful, we gonna move together and live in a house. But you should expect that. That is what it is. You should expect that. That's how it works. That's how it works. And the same thing will happen to you in America, and you be getting disrespected while you paying a higher price financially from that same lady. Whereas in overseas, who cares if Pedro is hitting it? Let him hit it. That's how these guys feel. Because I'm not even there. Long as they're nice to me when I come to town, long as when I'm there. Because, I done had a situation before where I showed up to some place, whatever, and girl was dating and stuff like that, and she had left a little early. That's another story. Try to come back though, but like I said, right? But long as you making me feel like it's all good, do what you gotta do. That's how most brothers take it. Until we get serious and we get married and we actually doing that, then we'll talk about it. But until she got that ring on her hand, and who said I'm gonna give it to her? It'll happen right there in America, bro. It'll happen right there in Atlanta. You live in Atlanta, she live in New York. She could have somebody else right there. And you spending $10,000 on her a trip. Stop playing with me, bro. It's real out here in these streets. But guys, it's your boy Shake Duke Jackson. We out. Peace.